Hello again. Video number 2 tonight. And that's just because I remembered something that happened earlier that I kind of want to share with you folks. You few folks that listen to me, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Look, if I can tell one person and it makes them ask questions or think or pay attention or whatever, then I've done my job. That's all that matters. So, the first thing, I realized I had the video like this in the last one, and I apologize for that, and so I'm trying to do it this way. I have to use the reverse facing camera because I dropped my phone and it had a really good case on it, but of course there's an opening where the camera is, like the camera lens. It was like a year or two ago that I did this, but I dropped my phone and it landed perfectly right there on a rock, and I ruined the camera that faces that direction. So I have to do it this way, and sometimes I forget. So yesterday I spent the morning at the barn, and then I spent 5 hours walking down river with my nephew in wool socks. And so I was very tired and beat up today. When you walk down a river, and we swam a little bit, and it was fun, but the last hour was brutal. My feet were so sore, but then by the time I woke up this morning, I realized what a workout it is to walk down a river, wading in and out and swimming. It's a real core workout, so my ribs and my abs were killing me, and I was just feeling really exhausted. It was a big day yesterday. It was a warm day, and I put in a lot of hours, but it was wonderful, and the sun was up, and I got to spend some time with my nephew, and we've really been enjoying getting to know each other. I was there when he was born. I watched. He's the only baby I've ever watched be born in real life. Not even my own, because I had a C-section. So, but I watched him be born. But we've not really been super in each other's lives. And now he's 14, almost 15, and circumstance would have it that we're having a chance to hang out every couple of weeks, and he seems to dig his Auntie Jen, so that's cool. And he's having a chance to have somebody to talk to and feel safe around and have fun with, and I think he looks forward to it, and I like it too, so it's been really nice, especially since my own daughter, who's 16, is currently 16 and not interested in hanging out with old mom. So and as I mentioned, I'm living in my parents' basement, and they're not overly interested in hanging out with me either. I spend a lot of time alone. And that's okay, because I am supposed to right now, and I trust that. Where was I? Okay, so the reason that I'm back. So I laid down for a nap before I went to the barn today, and when I laid down, immediately I was given a vision, because it was before I couldn't fall asleep after it happened. I was given a vision of being in a river. So you'd say probably because of yesterday, but no, I laid down, closed my eyes, and this vision popped in. It was a different river. My folks used to take the kids to this place in Cape Breton that I've never been to, but they've gone a lot. And from what I understand, there's like a meandering river that then meets into the lagoon. But it was that sort of a place, and I kind of thought it might have been that place. But in it, I was both witnessing it and experiencing it. So I was watching it happen and seeing like the river and the water and the beach and the rocks in like off to the distance, and there was like a road area. I saw kind of like a view, like 45-degree angle, not total overview, but like 45-degree angle. But I also was in the vision in the water. So I was watching myself in the water, and I was in the water. And then all of a sudden, I didn't know in the river there was a rip current. And if you know anything about a rip current, they can pull you under unexpectedly and just drag you right out to sea underwater. And if it's a big enough rip current, you could get trapped if it's strong enough. And people have died and drowned because of being caught in rip currents. You're supposed to like swim perpendicular to the rip current to go. But a lot of my dreams through my whole life have been incredibly prophetic, so, and very much having to do with water situations. So as soon as I saw the vision, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is obviously another water thing, which I've been experiencing my whole life. And again, I don't know that it has something to do with water, but like that concept of water as a portal or something. So like maybe it's emotions as a way to shift. I don't know. Anyway, so in this vision, I'm fidgety tonight, I'm sorry. In this vision, I was swept into a rip current. And I had a sense that I was about to be dragged into it. So like the 3/4 me told the me that was in the water. I don't know how I was both at the same time because it was just one image, but it was both. I can't explain it. Told the me that was in the water, hold your breath. And I'm pretty good at holding my breath. And so I held my breath and then was sucked out and then spit up in another location away from where this beach was. And I was gasping for breath. And then I'm not in a 3/4 angle view or a 45-degree angle view. I'm just the me in the water, sputtering around and recatching my breath. And I look around and nothing is familiar. Nothing. The trees were like pine trees, whereas where I was before, they were just low, scraggly bushes, and some trees like birches and maples and things off in the distance with some pines, but this was just like all pines. And I was looking around and there didn't seem to be that kind of a beach. It was a pebbled beach and everything just looked and seemed really unfamiliar. And then I opened my eyes, and it happened really, really quick. So I didn't end up having my nap because then I couldn't stop thinking about this. What was this vision? It was not a dream. I was awake. Like I didn't get to have the nap. And I think it was trying to tell me that like we're coming up to a time where there's weird things happening, and when there's a rip current, the surface of the ocean, and because the rip current happens sometimes like where the river, the hard rushing river, meets up with the ocean. So where on the surface it can look super calm and chill and you have absolutely no idea that there's anything going on, but then under the surface there's this tunnel of rushing water ready to capture you and take you out to sea. And I took a breath, and on the surface you couldn't even tell. I just disappeared. And I kind of feel like that dream might have meant something. I've been thinking about it. And I just feel like, one, it might symbolize the fact that, I try to maintain this kind of a demeanor on the surface these days, or like, pretty chill on the surface. But like, there's always that submerged energy, right? And it's out there in the collective now. And I don't know, man. It was a portal for me. I don't know where I went. It was a different place, but the same. It was definitely earthy. Um, I don't know. Use your imagination, but I feel like it was a message. We've got to try to stay chill, even though there's crazy stuff happening underneath the surface. But also, like, maybe hold on tight and just trust that we're going to come out on the other side okay. It's going to be okay. It's scary right now, but it's going to be okay.